This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, a record number of students are about to graduate from Otago Polytechnic. We take a look at the numbers. An elderly man suffers a horrific injury in a car crash in Southland. We have the latest. And concern grows among residents of the Southern Lakes as an invasive pest spreads. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Dupree. Otago Polytechnic is holding 2 graduation ceremonies tomorrow for the first time. The organisation's Marketing and Communications Director says more than 750 students will graduate at Dunedin's Town Hall. That beats the previous record of 550 graduates in one day.
Otago Polytechnic's living campus is blossoming nicely. The Dunedin-based education provider has hubs all around the region. However, nearly 1,000 graduates from all areas will converge on the city tomorrow. The Marketing and Communications Director says tomorrow's 2 graduations will be special.
Well, what's really new about it is the fact that we've got 2 graduations, first time for Otago Polytechnic, which is really a sign of good health for the Polytechnic. You know, over 750 students are actually going to cross the stage, which is a fantastic outcome, and that's a sign of a higher level of interest in Otago Polytechnic and successful graduates, of course.
The faculty absorbed Aoraki Polytechnic at the start of the year, and students from former Aoraki courses are bolstering the numbers.
Yeah, we've absorbed Aoraki Polytechnic, so there's obviously some students from Aoraki Polytechnic, now part of Otago Polytechnic, will cross the stage, but our numbers have been growing, and so therefore we need to make sure we facilitate a graduation that is actually meaningful, not rushed, and really celebrates a day. Hence we've split it into 2.
Waddell says it shows Otago Polytechnic is in good health across all disciplines, as pre-enrolments for 2017 are already tracking well.
I think we've actually got smarter and faster in our efficiency, and hopefully providing a better service to potentially new students. So we're on track to a very similar intake from this year to next year.
The first of tomorrow's 2 ceremonies begins at 12:30 p.m. and features students from the College of Enterprise and Development, Applied Business, Information Technology, Tourism, Art and Design, Digital Photography and Journalism. Then at 3:30, nursing students as well as those from Foundation Learning, Beauty Therapy and the Institute of Sport are set to cross the Town Hall stage. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
The Southern District Health Board is proud to have immunisations on point. The organisation says 95% of Māori and Pacifica peoples have been immunised at 8 months old. The figure is in line with the national target set by Health Minister Jonathan Coleman. The DHB says a collaborative approach is the main reason for its success. An 88-year-old man is in hospital with part of a fence lodged in his head following a car crash in South Invercargill. The crash occurred at around 9:20 this morning and police are investigating the cause.
Bits of broken glass, fence and a car are all that remain of the commotion at this crash site. Hi, I'm Ruby Spink in Invercargill, where a car crashed into the fence you can see behind me, leaving an 88-year-old man in hospital. Just after 9:20 this morning, a car crashed into the suburban Invercargill fence on Martin Street. Police say part of the wooden fence went through the windshield and became lodged in the man's face. Following the crash, the man is in a moderate condition at Southland Hospital and no one else was injured. The car itself was mainly undamaged except for where the fence penetrated the windscreen. Police say they can rule out alcohol as a cause, but are unsure about how this crash actually happened. At this stage, they say it looks like the driver had a medical event. Investigations are still ongoing. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
A survey by Federated Farmers shows the rural sector is plagued by thieves, rustlers and poachers. The organisation says farmers need to get smarter about security and to work more closely with police to deter and catch offenders. It says not enough farmers are reporting their losses. The survey revealed 26% of respondents have had stock stolen in the last 5 years, 25% have had fuel stolen, and almost 2% have had firearms taken. More than 1,000 farmers nationwide took part in the online survey. Concern over the spread of wilding pines in the Lakes District has received much attention over the last few years, but there is growing concern about the spread of another invasive plant, the yellow flowering broom. Broom is regarded as a weed, and members of the public are looking to the Queenstown Lakes District Council to do something to stop it spreading. Here's Mina Amso.
It is bright yellow and is pretty looking at this time of year, but a single broom plant can produce up to 36,000 seeds per square metre and can live for years underground. Mina Amso in Queenstown, we're about to jump into this helicopter here and have a look at the broom plant and the extent of its spread in the Queenstown district. Queenstown local Peter Fall voiced his concern over the spread of broom with Queenstown Lakes District Council 2 years ago, but he says he got no response and believes now broom is almost out of control.
Right now I think people don't know it's there or don't recognise it because it has this lovely yellow flower in the spring, and people just ignore it. But I think if you become aware, you will see now, as I think you guys will, that it's sparsely populated all throughout the basin.
Broom is spreading along river margin and across the Wakatipo Basin. It is very dense in places where Mr. Fall says private landowners and businesses are not paying enough attention to.
You can't point the finger at any one party, but we have to have a district-wide response.
If we can get everyone enthused in the community to realise the importance that we need to grab this opportunity that we've had to try and inspire everyone to do something about it. However, you can also see where people have taken a conscious effort to make some effort and kill off the broom, and so you can see it can be done. We've got to lead the charge, really.
The extent of the broom is pretty massive. Now it's up to the parties to work together and make sure that this does not get out of control. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, a Dunedin man wins an international award, and we review the news making headlines in February.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. We're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
We've got far too many shirts at Alex Campbell Menswear, and we like to bring you the best deal possible, buy one, get one free. How good's that? What about the popular Tara Cash brand, for example? Buy one, get one free. And our business shirts. Look, buy one, get one free. Race in now, because this deal finishes on Saturday. Buy one, get one free on shirts.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Buy one, get one free. Free!
Southern Television takes pride in providing a wide range of programming. If you have concerns about our programming or feel that standards have been breached, please write to the address on screen within 20 working days of airing. Visit Broadcast Standards Authority website for more information on the complaints process.
Yes, Sonny Chan!
Nick!
shoulder, back, sciatica, pain specialists. Innovative tools specifically designed to contour your grooves of depletion and excess muscle buildup.
Sunny Chin, it works.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Join us on Saturday nights at 8:30 on Channel 39 to relive the classic era of Hollywood movies.
I'm sorry about that poor old woman. She only had 12 pennies.
All the great actors are here. See if you can spot Cary Grant or even Elizabeth Taylor.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award winning Garador.
Welcome back. In breaking news, Bill English will be New Zealand's next Prime Minister. English has been confirmed as the new leader this afternoon. His victory was sealed when Health Minister Jonathan Coleman withdrew from the race. Earlier in the day, Corrections Minister Judith Collins also pulled out. On Monday, English will sign an official warrant. The volunteering spirit of a Dunedin businessman has been recognised with an international award. Tony Cummings, better known in Dunedin as Barbecue Bill, was named International Volunteer of the Year at the Sail Training Annual Awards in Halmstad, Sweden. The award recognises his work on the two Spirit of Adventure Trust tall ships.
I've been involved for an immensely long time. I've done over 50 10-day voyages. According to the Trust, I've got the biggest record of time served for volunteers since the organisation's been going, and they put my nomination through to Sail Training International. It was considered by the committee there, and comes out from leading the world.
During his time, he's gained his Masters Square rig ticket and Maritime New Zealand's skipper restricted limits. He says he enjoys climbing the rigging and seeing teenagers from all walks of life form an intense bond on the ship. After the break on the South Today, we recap the big stories from February and we'll check out weather for the end of the working week.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
We've got far too many shirts at Alec Campbell Menswear, and we like to bring you the best deal possible, buy one, get one free. How good's that? What about the popular Tara Cash brand, for example? Buy one, get one free. And our business shirts. Look, buy one, get one free. Race in now, because this deal finishes on Saturday. Buy one, get one free on shirts.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Buy one, get one free. Free!
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Join us on Saturday nights at 8:30 on Channel 39 to relive the classic era of Hollywood movies.
I'm sorry about that poor old woman. She only had 12 pennies.
All the great actors are here. See if you can spot Cary Grant or even Elizabeth Taylor.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award winning Garador.
Welcome back. Well, it's time now to continue our look back on the stories that shaped 2016 in the South Island. February saw thousands of athletes visiting Dunedin for the Masters Games, and university students flowed back into the city for another year of study. But it was an unpleasant odour wafting over seaside suburbs that gripped the nostrils of those living in South Dunedin.
February 2016 started off with a lingering bad smell over the suburb of Tainui. Staff at the Tahuna wastewater treatment plant were scratching their heads trying to come up with a solution to the offending odour.
The odour system just seemed to completely fail. Haven't been able to quite get to the bottom of it. It's a biological process, so sometimes you get a toxic shock of some form goes through and it kills off the bacteria. In a case like that, well, all you can really do is just make sure that everything's as good as it could be and then wait for the bacteria to recover and start doing the job again.
River levels around Otago remained low despite some good rainfall, and issues arising from dry conditions were minimal.
It was all new to us last year, and especially in the way that we managed it with the Notice of Water Shortage Directions, where we actually told, from a legal point of view, farmers to stop irrigating. We haven't had to do that this year, which is brilliant because they've managed it themselves.
But the El Niño weather conditions meant rainfall was less than expected, and Otago Regional Council staff were monitoring the situation and responding as needed. Dunedin residents took the opportunity to learn more about the arrival of 45 Syrian refugees, sharing concerns and solutions. The Dunedin City Council outlawed the use of a popular swimming accessory in local pools. Mermaid tails were popular with children, but it soon became clear they were a danger in the water.
What they do is they propel you slightly faster than just a normal kick, and once you get down deeper in the water and you're underwater a lot longer, if you don't have the capacity or the competence to get back to the surface, there has been blackout situations around the world.
Otago Access Radio celebrated a quarter of a century on air, and marching teams from the Lower South Island laced up their boots for the Otago Marching Championships. Track and field competitors from all over the country descended on the city to take part in the Masters Games, and Games Ambassador Alison Shanks was on hand to support the athletes during the competition. The efforts of an 88-year-old man from Southland impressed many.
The biggest challenge is probably the preparation, getting the motivation to keep fit, keep practicing, training, but we do that all right.
The month ended with students flowing back into town and taking part in the annual Orientation Week. Behaviour was generally good during the toga party and large concerts put on by the OUSA. The university proctor issued a statement saying he was pleased with their conduct. And that's all for February 2016. Dee Karen, The South Today.
And to now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. Otago Polytechnic is hosting 2 graduations on the same day tomorrow, in a first for the expanding Dunedin-based education provider. An 88-year-old man is in hospital with part of a fence lodged in his head following a car crash in South Invercargill. And the QLDC is trying to sweep broom from the Queenstown Lakes region as concern for the invasive noxious pest grows throughout the area. Well, it's time now to find out what's happening in tomorrow's Otago Daily Times, and Phil Somerville joins us. Good evening.
Yes, hi Rebecca. Here's an interesting story about the seal that's been wandering around Dunedin. It's turned up in the Somerville Street house. the family went out for a walk at 6 a.m. and there it was at the door on the deck.
Goodness me.
We're just discussing, weren't we, before, does the seal obviously made its way, probably from the inlet, does it walk, does it waddle, does it...
Flip-flop?
Flip-flop was the suggestion from the camera woman, so...
It's a reasonable distance too, it must have been a bit pooped afterwards.
Oh, you'd think so, so don't know what Stock's going to do about this wandering seal, we shall see.
And it's nice that it's actually posed for the camera.
It has indeed. Yes, who took the photo? I think it was probably Stephen Jackery, we'll see tomorrow. Bill English, of course, Dean Mackenzie's looking at that. Our next PM. Of course, he went to university here at Otago and did a commerce degree and did a humanities, did a BA honours in English literature at Victoria University. Interesting, isn't it? With Milton Prison, the Ombudsman's made surprise visits to several prisons and examinations and has come up with some quite scathing things that have been going on. Stories about that. Baldwin Street, the toilets, finally, looks like the DCC is going to get some in before Christmas. Very expensive, not surprisingly, and so are the roadworks to put them in. So there'll be some changes in that end of town.
That'll be flush though, won't it?
There will be down the day. Very good. Also, revelations about top salaries. Vice-Chancellor Carol Heatley, the previous, several of those salaries are revealed in the paper tomorrow. Carol Heatley's actually seems to have gone down a little bit at the end. But still not too far short of $500,000. So. And finally, I thought a bit of Cromwell and Alexandra, the parking up there. Apparently the honeymoon's over. Enforcement has been, one might say, minor, but the authorities there are clamping down, so to speak, on overstayers.
Goodness me. Read all about that in tomorrow's ODT. Thank you, Phil. And it's time now for tomorrow's weather.
This weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Manuka Honey.
Here is our southern view. It's taken of the roses outside Chamberlain Cobb Cottage in Amberley. To the situation, and a ridge of high pressure will move away from the South Island tonight with a milder northwest flow increasing tomorrow. It will bring warmer temperatures and mostly fine weather to the regions. To the towns in the southern part of the island, nor'westers with some high cloud for Balclutha, a high of 22 degrees there, not too shabby. Nor'westers with high cloud increasing for Catlins, Gore and Lumsden, highs of around 22 to 24 degrees. To the towns in the central and southern lakes areas, nor'westers with high cloud increasing for Alexandra and Queenstown, a high of 26 for Alex, a place to be tomorrow. Nor'westers with rain later in the day for Te Anau and 18 degrees, high cloud increasing in Wanaka with nor'westers 23 there. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow in Oamaru with nor'easters, same story for Timaru. Nor'westers with high cloud increasing for Omarama and Twizel, both on 25 degrees. And Dunedin tonight, fine with nor'easters and a low of 9. Fine and sunny tomorrow, although high cloud will increase. Nor'easters will ease, then tend northwest in the afternoon, go for 22. We look forward to that. And on Saturday, high cloud and nor'westers to start with, then a period of rain during the day, but it will clear with the help of a southwest change. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. A high of 19. And in Invercargill tonight, remaining fine with 9 degrees the low. Tomorrow, nor'westers freshening, high cloud increasing, some rain at night, a high of 21. And on Saturday, showers and cold gusty southwesters with a high of 14. Definitely not shaping up as a washing day at this stage. And that is all from a team here at the South Today for Thursday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.